What up, it's Brandon here and welcome back to the Tip Trick series, a series where I teach you a new trick. This week we're going to be learning 3 easy non-grind tricks. These 3 tricks are the hand plant, the manual and the mid spin. And the reason I want to teach you guys these tricks is because I believe they're really overlooked in rollerblading, and I found that they've helped my skating grow a lot and I have so much fun doing these tricks. But enough of that, let's start off with manuals. Now by manuals, I mean rolling on 2 wheels, 1 on each foot. I feel like a lot of rollerbladers don't do them because they think either they're too easy or they're just not cool. And I find them a lot of fun, so I think you should learn them. So there are 3 different types. I do not know the real name for any of them. I'm just going to tell you the name I was told and the name I thought it was. So we got the Heeley, the bicycle and the nose. Heeley being when you're on both back wheels, bicycle being when you're on 1 toe and 1 heel, and the nose being on both toes. Now my quick tips are the same for all of these. What you want to do is you want to have your feet shoulder width apart, 1 foot slightly in front of the other. Not very far apart though, it's probably about the size of a skate in between your feet. Now you want to keep your knees a little bit bent, you want to be a little bit lower than just standing there. This will just help you balance. And finally, you want to be looking where you're going. This might seem like a stupid thing, but it will help you make it there. So say you want to manual across a ledge, look to the end of the ledge and you should make it there. Eventually, once you get good at these, you'll be able to hold it for literally forever. You'll be able to do it down ramps and stuff, and it'll be so much fun. To this day, when I'm just mucking around sometimes, I like to try a 360 into the bicycle one. I like to just go into the nose one and switch to like a fakey nose one. It's so much fun and it's really overlooked. Another really good thing about this trick too is the bicycle one leads to doing heel rolls. So just quickly on that, just really quick, to learn the heel roll, what you want to do is you want to do the bicycle manual, but take the nose foot off, use that to help you get the feel for how to balance on 1 wheel. And if you're starting to come out of it, use your back foot to just save you again. So always stay in the bicycle manual. Another big tip is you want to step into the heel roll. You don't want to just kind of push off your back toe, kind of lean forward. You want to step into it, like get some momentum behind that 1 foot. And that should help you balance it as well. But yeah, let me know if you want me to go in more depth about that. I could do a video about it, but otherwise, next trick. So the next trick we're going to be learning is the mid spin. Now, I'm pretty sure this isn't the actual name for this, but it's just what I've been told, so I've been calling it, just like the manual. I think this is what a real mid spin is, judging off a tutorial by Shop Task. But the one I do is kind of like fake turning to fakie and like coming back. It's kind of like a revert. I know, it's a lot of fun. So to be able to do this trick, you're gonna need to be able to turn to fakie. And by that, I don't mean like 180 and land fakie. You need to be able to turn to fakie without leaving the ground, if that makes sense. But anyway, so you wanna come up with your dominant foot slightly behind your non-dominant foot. You wanna pick your dominant foot up and turn your shoulders 90 degrees. Place your dominant foot down backwards while lifting your non-dominant foot up, still looking forward. And then you want to use your non-dominant foot to counter the turn and bring you back forward. Now that's probably the most I could break that down. I hope it helps. Once you learn this trick, you'll probably be doing it everywhere. I know I just automatically do it all the time now, and it's so much fun. It's a really good way to tie lines together. If you're really good at it, you can do it into grinds, especially on quarters. I've seen people do it and it's so sick. I definitely can't do that, but you can even do it out of launches, which is fun. Yeah, I hope that helps you have more fun skating. Now for the final trick, which is definitely my favorite, the hand plant. Now once again, this is probably the wrong name. I'm pretty sure I call it this. It essentially is like a much less scary invert, and it boils down to just doing like a handstand on the quarter. A lot of fun. So how do you do it? Well, there's a few steps to it. What I found helped a lot was to learn this variant of it first, because you don't have to 180. So what you're going to need to be able to do before you try this is you're going to need to be able to roll up and down the quarter, obviously, and you're going to need to be able to roll up it and roll back down at fakie. You can do this at your own level. You don't have to go all the way up to the coping to do it. You can do it just on the vert or on the transition. It doesn't have to be the very tip top. I know when I learned it, I was only doing it on the transition. I find it easier to do it on the coping now. Hurts my hands a lot less, but you know, do it at your own level. So how do you do it? Well, to do the first variant, what you want to do is you want to roll towards the quarter. You want to spot where you're going to put your hands. You want to, when you get to it, put your hands on the spot that you're looking at. You want to kick off with your feet, somewhat do a handstand, and then come back down, push off with your hands, and plant your feet and roll away fakie. Simple as that. Now once you've mastered that one, you can try 180 out. Now do the same thing, spot where you're gonna put your hands. Once you push off with your feet and you're in the air, you wanna pick the way you wanna turn, and you wanna push off the coping with the hand on the side that you wanna turn, okay? So for me, it's to my right. So when I come up, I put my hands on the coping right, and then I'll push off with my right arm, and I'll turn and look the other way, and I'll pick my feet up and get them under me, and plant my feet down, facing forward, and roll away. So once you've mastered the two-hand 181, now you want to be able to do the grab one. So to do the grab one, it's essentially the same thing, but you need to use your legs more since you've only got one hand on the coping. So the main difference there is when you put your one hand on the coping, you want to use your legs to turn you. So as soon as you push off with your legs, you want to be turning your shoulders and facing the other way straight away as you go for the grab. So you should end up facing 90 degrees away from the coping mid-grab, and then it should be pretty easy to bring your feet back under you just like the other time. And just like that, you've learnt the hand plant. Now the cool thing about this trick is it's actually a really good way to build up speed in a half pipe. I use it every time I'm rolling into a quarter and I don't quite have enough speed to get up top. I'll come up and do the two-handed hand plant because it places my feet further up the ramp and it gives me more speed, and I can usually get right back on top. And also it's just so much fun to do. I remember the day I learned this trick and I was so over the moon. I got my friend to take a picture of me doing it. It was my screensaver on my flip top phone. It was so sick. But anyway, I hope you guys can learn it too. There's almost no bows to it. If you're bailing it, you're probably just going to be sliding down the ramp. Since you're not going upside down at all, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you learned a new trick and have as much fun as I did. That's it for the 3 fun non-grind tricks. I really hope this helps you try new things and think about skating a little differently than just doing grinds. Let me know if I did. If you need any extra help on any of the tricks I talked about, let me know in the comments down below. I'll try to help you out. Also, let me know if there's any other tricks you want me to teach. I'm still running out of ideas, so please let me know. Remember to subscribe if you want to see more random tutorials like this. I'll keep them coming. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Huge shout out to my patrons, Brothers Blading, Deb, Dennis, Fabian, Freaky Geeks Podcast, Chloe, Matt, and Mike. You guys are amazing, and I'll see y'all next week. Peace out.